the closing of the episodes of our project Look Like Me, an Erasmus Plus project founded by the European Commission. In this last episode, we want to transmit the conclusions obtained in this first part of our training. Throughout our life experience and our work career, we have been consumers of sound and audiovisual media on TV, internet, or radio. This task of editing our podcasts is a reflection of the need and responsibility towards the public we are addressing. It has been a task of research, coordination, and verification on each of the areas to create this knowledge tool for any teacher who educates students between 14 to 18 years old, in order to combat gender stereotypes and their consequences. After listening to each one of the 18 modules, we verified the necessity of the implementation of an equality plan in the educational centers, from early age to university, in each country, city, or town of the European Union, integrating in a transversal way the worked areas. So, how can we establish an equality plan? Create a plan that reflects the concerns and set a roadmap to promote gender equality. But where to start? The most important thing is the diagnosis, making sure that we have the commitment of the entire educational community and forming the working group that is responsible for implementing the various actions, with the participation of all sectors, teachers, families, students, and non-teaching staff of the school. We will use tools such as surveys, context, and relationship observation scenarios. With the data collected, we drew conclusions and asked ourselves, what is the level of inequality in our center? We give an answer and set objectives taking into account non-sexist use of language in the center's documents or in the daily life of the classrooms. Elimination of gender violence, replacing stereotypes with real images of men and women valued equally. And in the field of didactic materials and games, we will use those that do not present sexist elements. How do we act? Here we define specific actions to raise awareness and promote equality between boys and girls, designing actions aimed at all members. It is important to train families and teachers, since we are the first areas of socialization and construction of a culture that can change the perpetuate ways of thinking and social action. Therefore, with this podcast, we want to contribute to the encouragement and strength of each of the teachers, parents, listeners to listen to it, to promote a more egalitarian society. These podcasts will be a tool to deconstruct gender stereotypes, identify violence from an early age, and prevent it. Help build a positive self-concept, promoting a healthy self-esteem in our students. In this way, they will become capable of having aspirations without setting limits, from freedom and favoring all their learning possibilities, regardless of their gender. You can make your suggestions and keep in touch with us through Facebook, Look Like Me, where you will find detailed information about the material we have developed. And don't forget to follow us! That's all for this episode. Thanks for listening to the Look Like Me podcast.